Welcome to the Prepper Almanac. Thank you for joining us today, it is deeply appreciated. In today's video we are going to discuss creative ways for preppers to keep looters off your property when a major disaster or a complete societal collapse happens. And if I give you value in today's video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Also check out the link in the description below to some offers for free prepper items and prepper gear that I just came across. Check them out at your convenience. Disasters strike when we least expect them. These events can quickly turn our world upside down. In times of crisis, civilization's thin veneer can peel away. Looting becomes a real threat. Imagine your home, vulnerable after a hurricane. The wind has ripped away security, leaving destruction. Streets are flooded, power lines down, emergency services stretched thin. Looters emerge from the shadows, seeking to capitalize on chaos. They come in all forms, organized groups, desperate individuals, even neighbors. Their goal is to exploit vulnerability for their own gain, but you don't have to be a victim. Fortify your home against these threats. This video will equip you with strategies to deter looters and safeguard your property. In the best of times, law enforcement plays a crucial role in maintaining order and protecting our communities. But during large-scale disasters, even the most dedicated police force can be overwhelmed. The sheer scale of the disaster can make it nearly impossible for them to be everywhere at once. Roads may be blocked, making it difficult for officers to reach affected areas. Emergency calls may flood in, stretching resources thin. And even if law enforcement is present, they may be prioritizing life-saving efforts over property protection. You must be prepared to be your own first responder to take proactive steps to deter threats and secure your property. Your home is more than just a building, it's your sanctuary, a place of refuge. In times of uncertainty, it becomes your last line of defense. This security must be earned, actively fortified against those who would exploit weakness. Imagine your home as a modern castle. It needs strong walls, vigilant guards, and surprises for unwelcome guests. This requires a strategic approach blending common sense with creativity. We'll explore traditional methods like reinforced doors and windows and unconventional approaches exploiting a looter's weaknesses. By understanding a looter's psychology, we can use their instincts against them. Layering your defenses creates a system of deterrence. Think of it like layers of an onion. Together they form a formidable barrier. This is about taking control, empowering yourself to protect what's yours. Transform your home from a target into a fortress, a beacon of security. To defend against looters, we need to understand their mindset and what they look for in a target. This isn't about condoning their actions, it's about gaining a tactical advantage. Most looters are opportunists, driven by desperation or fear. They see disasters as chances to acquire goods, justifying their actions. Often working in groups, they minimize risk and maximize their haul. They look for signs of vulnerability, empty homes, damaged properties. Their goal is to get in and out quickly. Understanding this mindset helps tailor our defenses. Imagine you're a looter, driving down a street in the aftermath of a hurricane. What catches your eye? What makes one house a more appealing target than another? The answer lies in understanding the visual cues that looters use to assess potential targets. First and foremost, they're looking for easy access. A home with an open gate, a broken window, or an unlocked door is an open invitation. They're also drawn to signs of affluence, like expensive cars in the driveway, well-maintained landscaping, or visible electronics through windows. Conversely, homes that appear neglected, with overgrown lawns, boarded-up windows, or security bars, send a message of difficulty and potential risk. Looters are more likely to bypass these hard targets in favor of easier pickings. This is where the concept of security by obscurity comes into play. By making your home appear less appealing than its neighbors, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of it being targeted. A well-manicured lawn can make your home a target. We take pride in creating an inviting exterior, but curb appeal can backfire in a disaster. Looters may see a well-maintained property as a sign of wealth. They assume homeowners invest in expensive items. This doesn't mean letting your yard become overgrown, but be mindful of the message your landscaping sends. Consider low-maintenance options and strategically placing thorny bushes beneath windows. Make your home less appealing to looters. As daylight fades, so too does the sense of security in a disaster zone. Darkness becomes a cloak for criminal activity, emboldening looters who prefer to operate under the cover of night. The reasons for this are obvious. Darkness provides concealment, making it difficult for neighbors to identify intruders or for law enforcement to track their movements. It also amplifies the sense of fear and uncertainty that often pervades disaster areas, making residents more likely to stay indoors and less likely to intervene. This is why it's crucial to extend your security measures beyond daylight hours. Motion-activated lights, strategically placed to illuminate vulnerable areas, can deter would-be intruders. Visible security cameras, even if they're non-functional, can create the illusion of surveillance. Remember, the goal is to make your home as unappealing a target as possible, both during the day and, perhaps even more importantly, at night. When disaster strikes, power outages are common. This is why relying solely on grid-powered security lights can be a recipe for disaster. Enter solar floodlights, a simple yet effective way to illuminate your property even when the power is down. These ingenious devices charge during the day, storing energy in their internal batteries, ready to flood your yard with light as soon as the sun dips below the horizon. Look for models with motion sensors so they only activate when someone or something triggers them, conserving battery life and adding an element of surprise. Place them strategically around your property, covering entry points, illuminating dark corners, and highlighting potential hiding spots. The sudden blast of light will startle intruders, making them feel exposed and vulnerable. Remember, looters thrive in darkness. By taking away their cover, you significantly reduce their ability to operate with impunity. Few sounds strike fear into the heart of a would-be intruder like the menacing bark of a large dog. It's a primal warning, a clear signal that this territory is protected. But owning a dog isn't always practical or possible, especially in a disaster situation. That's where barking dog alarms come in. These clever devices, often no larger than a smoke detector, emit a surprisingly realistic dog barking sound when their motion sensors are triggered. The sound is loud, assertive, and enough to make even the most determined looter think twice. Place them near entry points, inside your home near windows, or even hidden in your yard. The unexpected sound of a barking dog, especially in a seemingly empty house, can be an incredibly effective deterrent. Remember, looters are looking for easy targets. Anything that suggests a potential confrontation, even the simulated presence of a protective canine, can make them think twice about choosing your home. Here's a fascinating fact. As we age, our ability to hear high-frequency sounds diminishes. This is a natural part of aging, and it opens up a unique opportunity for targeted deterrence. Enter high-frequency alarms, also known as mosquito alarms. These devices emit a high-pitched sound that's barely audible to adults over the age of 25, but incredibly annoying to younger ears. While not physically harmful, the sound is enough to create discomfort and disorientation, making it difficult for younger looters to concentrate or feel comfortable. Strategically placing these devices near your property can create an invisible barrier, deterring younger intruders while remaining largely unnoticed by your adult neighbors. Remember, this is just one layer in your security onion. Combine it with other deterrents for a multi-pronged approach. Fake it till you make it, the power of illusion. In the world of security, perception is often as powerful as reality. Looters, like most criminals, are risk-averse. They're less likely to target a home that appears to be well protected, even if that protection is more illusion than substance. Enter the world of fake security, a cost-effective way to create a deterrent presence. Fake security cameras, for example, are readily available and often indistinguishable from the real thing. Place them prominently near entry points, complete with blinking red lights and realistic-looking housings. Window decals advertising a non-existent security system can also give the impression that your home is under constant surveillance. Remember, the goal is to plant seeds of doubt in a looter's mind. If they believe there's even a chance they're being watched, they're more likely to move on to an easier target. Never underestimate the power of a well-placed warning sign. While they may seem passive, signs can serve as a powerful psychological deterrent, reminding potential intruders that their actions have consequences. Post signs near entry points, on fences, or even on trees, anywhere they're easily visible from the street. Opt for signs that convey multiple layers of security, such as "Beware of dog" combined with "Protected by alarm system." Remember, the goal is to make your property appear as uninviting to criminals as possible. A well-placed sign, coupled with other deterrents, can send a clear message. Move along, nothing to see here. Doors are often the first line of defense against intruders. While standard deadbolt locks offer some protection, they can be vulnerable to brute force attacks, especially if the door frame itself is weak. Non-traditional door locks provide an additional layer of security, making it significantly more difficult for looters to force their way in. Consider installing door reinforcement bars which attach to the door frame and prevent the door from being kicked in. Another option is a door barricade brace, a heavy-duty device that wedges between the door handle and the floor, adding considerable resistance against forced entry. These simple yet effective solutions can buy you precious time and deter all but the most determined intruders. Remember, the goal is to create multiple layers of defense. By reinforcing your doors with non-traditional locks, you make it clear to potential looters that your home is not an easy target. Windows, often overlooked in home security plans, are vulnerable entry points for looters. Standard window locks can be easily bypassed, but non-traditional options offer increased protection. Consider installing window pin locks, simple yet effective devices that prevent the window from being opened from the outside. Sash locks, which secure both sides of the window together, provide another layer of resistance. For added security, especially on ground floor windows, consider installing window security bars. These can be custom fitted or purchased in adjustable sizes, and while they may alter the aesthetics of your home, they provide a significant visual and physical deterrent. Remember, looters are looking for the path of least resistance. By securing your windows with non-traditional locks, you make it clear that your home is not an easy target, forcing them to reconsider their options. While some may view window bars as unsightly, they remain one of the most effective deterrents against window breaches. The sight of sturdy bars covering windows sends a clear message: this home is prepared and protected. Modern window bars come in various designs, including decorative options that blend in with the architectural style of your home. They can be permanently installed or designed for quick and easy deployment in an emergency. If you live in an area prone to natural disasters or social unrest, investing in easily installable window bars can provide peace of mind. When the time comes to evacuate, you can quickly secure your home, knowing that your windows are protected. Remember, the visual deterrent of window bars is often enough to make a looter think twice. They represent a significant obstacle, requiring time and effort to overcome, something most opportunists are unwilling to risk. A simple yet surprisingly effective deterrent is creating the illusion of occupancy even when your home is empty. Looters are less likely to target a home that appears to be inhabited, as it increases the risk of confrontation. One easy method is to leave a radio tuned to a talk radio station, playing at a moderate volume. The sound of voices, especially during daylight hours, can create the impression that someone is home. For added realism, connect the radio to a timer, setting it to turn on and off at various times throughout the day. This simple trick can be particularly effective in deterring opportunistic looters who may be canvassing neighborhoods looking for empty homes. Remember, the goal is to create doubt and deter looters from choosing your home as a target. While external deterrents are crucial, don't neglect the importance of internal security measures. Motion-activated alarms, strategically placed inside your home, can serve as internal tripwires, alerting you or your neighbors to a potential intrusion. These alarms come in various forms, from loud sirens to more discreet models that send silent alerts to your phone. Place them near entry points, hallways, or any area where an intruder would likely pass. The sudden blare of an alarm or the silent notification on your phone can give you precious time to react, whether it's alerting authorities, contacting neighbors, or simply making your presence known to the intruder. Remember, the element of surprise can be a powerful deterrent. A well-placed, motion-activated alarm can transform your home from an easy target into a potential trap, making it clear to intruders that they've chosen the wrong house. What about hiding your valuables? Let's face it, even the most robust security measures can fail. A determined looter, faced with enough time and opportunity, might find a way to breach your defenses. That's why it's crucial to have a backup plan and a way to protect your most valuable possessions, even if someone manages to get inside. The simplest and often most effective strategy is to hide your valuables in plain sight. Looters, often driven by urgency and adrenaline, tend to focus on obvious targets, such as jewelry boxes, electronics drawers, and easily carried safes. They rely on speed and efficiency, grabbing what they can quickly and moving on. That's why unconventional hiding spots can be surprisingly effective. Think like a detective working in reverse. Look for places in your home that are easily overlooked, yet accessible to you in case of an emergency. How about creating your own Fort Knox? Secret rooms and hidden compartments offer a discreet solution. Concealed behind false walls, bookcases, or staircases, they secure prized possessions. Building a secret room is surprisingly accessible. Prefabricated compartments can be installed in walls or floors. Convert a closet or unused space for larger items or a safe room. Disguise entrances to create a hidden sanctuary. Discretion is key. Fewer people knowing about your hidden spaces is better. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Rather than simply hiding your valuables, consider planting decoys, items designed to distract and mislead potential looters. The goal here is to create a tempting target, something that will draw the looter's attention away from your truly valuable possessions. This could be a decoy safe, strategically placed in an obvious location, filled with costume jewelry or other items of little value. Alternatively, consider creating a loot stash in a less secure area of your property, an old shed, a broken-down vehicle, or even a clearly marked box labeled valuables. By providing looters with an easy score, you increase the chances of them leaving without searching further. Remember, the key to effective diversion tactics is to make the decoy believable. The more realistic it appears, the more likely it is to distract looters and protect your truly valuable assets. In the aftermath of a disaster or home invasion, having proper documentation can be crucial for insurance purposes and for reclaiming stolen property. Take the time now, while you have the opportunity, to inventory your valuable possessions. Photograph or videotape each item, noting any identifying marks, serial numbers, or unique features. Store these records securely, both physically and digitally, in a fireproof safe or a password-protected cloud storage service. Consider engraving your valuables with your driver's license number or other identifying information. This simple step can deter theft and increase the chances of recovering stolen property. Remember, documentation is your best friend in the event of a loss. By taking the time to create a comprehensive inventory, you empower yourself to reclaim what's rightfully yours and rebuild your life after a disaster. No single defense is foolproof. Like a medieval fortress, use multiple layers. Each layer should present a challenge. Start with reinforcing doors and windows. Add visual and audible deterrence. Use warning signs. Increase effort and risk for intruders. Effective home security goes beyond physical barriers and deterrence. It's also about projecting an aura of strength, vigilance, and preparedness. Criminals, including looters, are often drawn to signs of vulnerability, neglected properties, darkened windows, an overall sense that no one is watching. By contrast, a home that appears well-maintained, well-lit, and potentially occupied sends a message of alertness and preparedness. Consider joining or starting a neighborhood watch program. The simple act of neighbors looking out for each other can be a powerful deterrent. Displaying a neighborhood watch sign in your window can also serve as a visual reminder that this community is united and vigilant. Remember, criminals are looking for easy targets. By projecting an image of strength and preparedness, you make it clear that your home and your community are not to be trifled with. In the end, preparing for a disaster or societal collapse is about more than just protecting your possessions. It's about protecting your family, your loved ones, and your peace of mind. It's about creating a sanctuary, a place of refuge where you can feel safe and secure, no matter what chaos unfolds outside your door. It's about taking control of your destiny, empowering yourself to face the unknown with confidence and resilience. The strategies and techniques we've discussed in this video are just a starting point. It's up to you to tailor them to your specific needs, your home, your family, and your community. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about potential threats, the better equipped you'll be to face them head-on. Don't wait for disaster to strike before you take action. Start preparing today and transform your home into the sanctuary it was meant to be. As we wrap up today's video, if you have any questions or if there are any topics that you would like discussed in the future, let us know in the comment section below. We love to get video ideas from the community. Let us know what you think of today's video as well. We always appreciate input. And be sure to like today's video and subscribe to the channel in order to be notified of the next prepper video we release. Check out the link in the description of the video for a $25 restaurant voucher as a thank you for subscribing to the channel. And as mentioned earlier, also check out the link in the description for a list of offers of free prepper gear and free prepper items to check out. And thanks for swinging by the Prepper Almanac today. It's appreciated.